Hello everyone, in today's video I will be giving my honest thoughts on my dress up darling. This video will contain spoilers from the anime, so please proceed with caution. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content. Without further ado, let's get into the review. My dress up darling begins from the perspective of Gojo Wakana, a 15-year-old boy who has an obsession of making Japanese Hina dolls. As a result, Gojo has trouble finding friends or even holding a conversation with someone due to a traumatic experience from a young age involving a friend who disapproved of his passion for Hina dolls, as it is more of a girl thing, promptly ending their friendship. One day at school, Gojo meets Marin Kitagawa, aka Best Girl, who accidentally discovers his secret. After a brief and awkward pause between the two, Marin shares a secret of her own. She has a passion for cosplaying as her favorite characters from video games and TV shows. Marin asks Gojo if he could create a cosplay outfit for her, since she doesn't have a sewing machine at home. She also admits that her sewing skills is lacking. Gojo reluctantly agrees to help Marin, but reveals he's never made clothing for a human before. Marin is thrilled and offers to help as best as she can and discloses her cosplay character's backstory. It's from here My Dress Up Darling picks up with its in-depth analysis into cosplay, elegant character designs, captivating environments that are based on real-life locations in Japan, optimistic music, spicy fan service which I will get to in a bit, wholesome character interactions and so much more. Looking back at how Gojo and Marin's relationship started from episode 1 to episode 12, it was a wild experience filled with relatable social problems and internal character development. A great example of this is best shown in episode 4, which is one of my favorite episodes of the show. Gojo is relieved to have all the materials to make the cosplay outfit, but is stunned to learn that he has to complete the costume in just 2 weeks. On top of that, Gojo has to not only manage the family business in his grandfather's absence, but he also has to look after his grandfather who has a back injury and study for midterm exams. Overwhelmed by his duties, Gojo laments over his lack of sleep as of late and how he hasn't been able to complete the costume. Staring at his paintbrushes, Gojo recollects a memory of his grandfather, telling him why he takes his paintbrushes with him on his trips. Gojo questions his own brush skills and comes to think that even if you love something doesn't mean you'll be good at it, while getting depressed and emotional over his recent failures in the process. Gojo suddenly remembers another memory where his grandfather gives him wiseful advice about no matter how hard you work on something, as long as you love it, it's worth it. Gojo thinks back on some of his fond memories with Marin, which snaps him out of his depression and continues working on the costume. And by morning, he texts to Marin that he has finished the costume. Marin sees the finished product and is surprised by it, but Marin admits that she didn't intend on attending the event on that day, despite Gojo's resolve to finish it. Startled by this bombshell, Marin sincerely apologizes to Gojo for miscommunicating the wrong details. In spite of his hardships, Gojo was actually grateful for all of this, but Marin continues crying because she truly believed that he was visiting his grandfather while apologizing again for her mistakes. This episode not only explores both Gojo and Marin's internal flaws as characters, but it also explores their character growth as well. Along the way, Gojo and Marin meets Juju and Shinju Inui, who also share the same passion for cosplay just like Marin. Juju and Shinju's inclusion was a nice change of pace for the show. Their interactions with Gojo and Marin made me feel very cheery from the inside. Juju is a cosplayer who simply cosplays for enjoyment rather than fame, and her younger sister Shinju is a photographer who takes photos for Juju and edits her photos. Shinju always wanted to cosplay alongside her sister, but she feared falling short of Juju's high standards until Gojo gives her some words of motivation from his personal experiences. Gojo happily accepts her request and they work together to create a cosplay outfit that not only appalled Marin, but Juju completely, adding more character development for Gojo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally reached the final segment of this video. In this particular part of the video, I will be dissecting my favorite fan service moments of the show. Usually in an anime, fan service is normally shown to build comedic relief for the audience while expanding on the romantic side of the show. This concept is also applied to Gojo and Marin's personalities. Gojo being shy and modest while Marin is outgoing, kind, and a bit teaseful at times, leading to Gojo and Marin questioning their own feelings for each other. This is further evident in the last two episodes of the show, episode 11 and episode 12. Let's start with episode 11. In this episode, Gojo and Marin decide to work on a new cosplay outfit while reserving a studio to take the photo shoot. But the photo shoot that Marin booked turns out to be a love hotel. Gojo starts freaking out, fully knowing their situation, although Marin is very chill about these circumstances. Marin changes into her cosplay outfit for the photo shoot, while Gojo tries to clear his mind by watching TV, but realizes that all of the TV programs have erotic content. During the photo shoot, Gojo was able to take a few photos using his phone for the final set, but asked Marin a bizarre request to get on top of him to replicate a lullaby scene from a manga. They unexpectedly go through with this idea, and Gojo takes a masterpiece of a photo until Gojo hears a couple in the adjacent room, mating. Gojo finally recognizes too late about what they're doing and where they're doing it as he tries to get Marin off of him, but Gojo swiftly grabs Marin's waist instead. Marin accidentally releases the phone from shock as it flies towards the light switch, leaving the room completely dark while Marin and Gojo share an intimate moment together. And finally, we have episode 12. In this episode, Gojo and Marin go to a summer festival, sharing some food together while watching an enthralling fireworks show. After the fireworks show, Gojo and Marin promise each other to attend another festival someday, but my favorite moment in this episode, which stood out to me the most, was Marin confessing her feelings to Gojo while he's asleep over the phone, closing the show off with a literal bang. My only gripe that I had with this show was its excessive camera zooming shots of different body parts from every conceivable angle, undermining the show's empowering themes and its message. In general, My Dress Up Darling is a cheery, lighthearted, and calm experience with a cast of charismatic characters, amusing comedy, emotive fan service, etc. I can proudly say without question that My Dress Up Darling is one of the greatest rom-coms I've seen in anime history. Cloverworks Studio, if you're watching this video, we need another season of My Dress Up Darling. darling, pronto, and keep up the great work. Thank you. If I had to rate this anime out of 10 stars, it will be a solid 10 out of 10 stars. And with that, I will be concluding this review, but before I go, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, have a great day everyone. Bye!